And that's going to unhide those two faces that we hid earlier. And now we want to save this as a JPEG. So what you want to do is orbit around to find a view that you really feel that showcases your model the best way. So I like this view right here. Let's turn on the shadows to make it pop a little bit. So we'll go to Window, Shadows, and just click on that little box that says Display Shadows. And you can see I can actually scroll this to a specific date and time of the year. So I kind of like how that looks there. And now I want to export it. So to export this, just go to File, Export, select 2D Graphic, and now you can name it. And save it wherever you need to save it. And then just click Export. Now one last thing I do want to show you to make these look a little bit cooler is go to Window, Styles, and you'll see like the paint bucket, there's different style choices. So go ahead and just click on any of those assorted styles, and these will display your model in different ways. So if you want it to look you know, like a watercolor, you could use something like this. Or if you wanted something monochromatic, you could do something kind of like that. Or you could use some of these sketchy styles and make it look like an actual hand sketch. So architects use this a lot to make their really complex models still look like hand-drawn drawings here. So it's a little bit way to cheat, but I mean, you definitely get a very cool effect. Cool.
Cool.
Do you have any questions about that? I think the kid in the front here might have a question.
So that concludes our general presentation of Google SketchUp. Thank you so much. I'm sorry?
Mind going over?
Would you mind going over how to do those
Different colors or like the
last feature?
pictures? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this feature is called Styles. So you want to go to Window, Styles to bring those up. And they'll bring up a little tool palette like this. And you can basically select any of the assorted styles or default styles or sketchy edges. And then just simply click on any of those icons to show what that style looks like. So based on whatever your model geometry is, it's going to render this whichever way that style sets it to. So there's cool ones like this that really make it look nice and sketchy. Does that answer your question?
Thank you. Thank you.
So did you enjoy your Google SketchUp tutorial? Yes, thank you. All right, so we have about 12 minutes, and I want to give you guys this opportunity to ask Dan any questions about Google SketchUp. How to use it, when to use it. Oh, hand right there. Please state your name before you speak. Go ahead.
My name is Ben, and is there anything Google SketchUp isn't meant to do?
It's an interesting question. No, I mean, as far as modeling, you can really model or do any kind of modeling with it.
Oh, phew. It's just the reason I asked is because I've been creating a screenshot of a tower defense game and want to know whether that it isn't, well, what SketchUp is meant to be used for.
Okay, yeah, there's actually, SketchUp was primarily used originally for architects as a design tool, but now it's definitely ventured into like film and entertainment as well as gaming. So you can actually build 3D environments and actually bring them into like first-person shooter games. So you can build those environments in SketchUp and then import them into a program that allows you to, view that scene in that, first-person shooter game or whatever kind of video game that you have.
Great.
So it would be compatible with some of the software that Disney Studios use for their animation?
Yeah, I'm not really too familiar with some of the with all the software, but it certainly is a well-known file type that does export into various different formats, like 3ds. You can export these out as their own animations in SketchUp and things like that.
Okay.
You got a hand in the back, or are you stretching?
No, I think we're good.
Since you actually mentioned Disney, if you go to Google Earth, you can actually view Disney in Google Earth. So that's a new release that Google has provided where you can actually view the theme parks in Google Earth in 3D. It's really, really cool.
I think there's also a question in the back, and then we'll go to you in the front of it. I think in the red or orange hoodie against.
How do you save it as a JPEG again?
Yeah, you want to go to File, Export.
Okay. Save it to any model?
Nope, you want to go to File, Export, and you want to save it as a 2D graphic. And now you can just save it for you guys. Just save it as a JPEG. Don't worry about these other image formats. Just save it as a JPEG, and just click Export, and it'll save it. I think if I actually...
No, I think you got it.
Thank you.
And there was a hand in the front, in the black shirt.
I've got a question. When I was on the 3D warehouse, it said that there was posable items, but I couldn't figure out how to actually move around the items that they called posable.
Oh, okay. So every item in SketchUp is movable. Let me just get back here. So if you have an object like, let me hide this real quick. Oh, they muted them. So if you have an object like our chair here, let me just copy it so that it's out of the way and you can actually see it.